It turns out you can make a pretty healthy treat with just 3 ingredients. No butter, no milk, no baking powder, no sugar. Is there such a thing? Well, I certainly tried it out with the banana Oaty bites. Literally 2 bananas, 2 eggs, and a cup full of ground oats. Now, of course, without the things like baking powder, it's not going to be a light, fluffy cake. It will be more dense and more moist. So we've got the moisture from the egg and the banana, and together with the oats, it's going to be nice, but it's not going to be that fluffy sponge. So literally, I'm going to be making this healthy snack out of bananas, eggs, and whole grain oats that have ground down into quite a fine flour. And that's actually how I have my porridge. Just ground oats. No added sugar, no added salt, just that with a little bit of milk in the morning. So that's what I'm going to be making the base from. But he's got a sweeter tooth, so I'm going to be halving the mix. One bit will be for me, and the other half will be for him. And I'm not going to be adding baking powder nor butter. So those 2 ingredients can stay off the list, but I will be adding some additional goodies that I think he will enjoy. Right, let's get to it. Mash those bananas. The riper the bananas, the better. And as bananas ripen, their natural sweetness comes much more pronounced. So those slightly odd-looking, spotty bananas sitting in your fruit bowl are perfect for this. And if you've got frozen bananas, they work just as well too. Break and whisk through those eggs. Then add your whole grain oats that have been ground down to a powder. And that is your base. We're just going to leave the mixture to sit for around 5 to 10 minutes, and this gives the oats a chance to absorb some of the moisture and thicken it slightly. I'll be splitting that into 2. Half of that will be as is, and that will be for me. And then the other half of the batter, we can do whatever we choose to at this point. So I'm going to be adding in half a teaspoon of cinnamon, some vanilla extract, shredded coconut, and some brown sugar. You could add dates, you could add nuts and seeds, fruit like blueberries or finely chopped apple or raisins. You could add a spoonful of peanut butter, dark chocolate, or other grounds like ginger and nutmeg, mixed spices, things like that. So we have our 2 mixes, which is great. They're both going in the same baking tin. I'll just divide them up. They're both going into the oven at about 180 degrees for around 18 to 22 minutes, just until the center is set and it's got a color at the top. And now for the taste test. It looks pretty good. As expected, it is flat because there's no raising agents like baking powder in there. Straight from the oven, I have my plain Jane 3 ingredient version. As expected, a little bit like a banana pancake if you've had them before, just the same. He's gonna like this. Yeah, you can definitely taste the texture of the coconut and that smell of cinnamon with the vanilla essence. It really lifts it and makes it more of a baking type slice or a bite. Banana pancake, a little bit up. As expected, both really delicious. I'm certainly going to be making this again. Enjoy.